Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me and tuning in. And welcome to a brand new year on Eric's Autism World. My name is Eric. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year, 2018. I'm going to make this vlog very short because there's just too many things going on today, and I don't really want to explain it. So we're gonna make this really quick. And I'm really sorry. I'm having a hard time processing of what I want to say and all this other stuff. Because today, for some odd reason, I can't handle New Year's Day. I don't know what it is, but can't handle it today. It's very frustrating for me. Okay, so we'll make a little bit of a quick blog and a note based on all of what happened today, and then we'll just call it a day, and then I'll do another blog tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, I basically want to say between New Year's Eve, I would say at some point that was okay. Most of the day was fine. Didn't really have an issue with it. Well, the excitement didn't happen until like during the evening, late evening, and all that kind of stuff. The excitement was when the power went out, on and off, and it was like it was like upsetting to me. It was scaring me, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I was really upset about it and just went back into my own world, did what I could to block everything out of what was happening, but had a meltdown and I was constantly agitated, upset. My anxiety was the extreme, it was the worst. Um, and a repeat of that today to make it short and simple. I'm not really going to go into all details about yesterday because yesterday was too exciting and today was extremely exciting. That's why I'm making this vlog very short today because there's just so much going on today. I'm hoping by next week things will be better. I'm going to say for the new year 2018 is already starting to be a very interesting event, which would be that yesterday was the calm before the storm. Well, today was the real action, which was the craziness, the wild. Today was the wildest day I've ever had in my entire life. And this is something that I will always remember. And people with autism probably cannot handle a lot of the different things that happen during the holidays. I know it's very exciting, and we look forward to those holidays. Within reason, I always look forward to Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'm not too sure about New Year's. I'm kind of putting a question mark on that right now because there's something that triggers my meltdowns. So, we're gonna bypass that. We'll just say today was the wildest day. I couldn't handle much of anything today. And it was mostly during the times where it was time to eat and whatnot. I just did not want to deal with any people today. That was basically the most concern today was, am I going to be able to have patience waiting until it's time to eat? Or how fast can I eat my meal and get out of there? How long does it take? Well, as a surprising note, is that people with autism do get overwhelmed on a lot of things that happen, especially if there's a lot of excitement and things are overwhelming and Um, I'm going to say a bunch of excitement and all these kind of things. So I'm going to go ahead and say that there's certain measures, different types of behaviors. This kind of thing will happen, that will set off meltdowns and all this stuff. And I'm going to just say for New Year's Day, and if you have a question or comment about that, please feel free to leave a comment based on what I'm talking about, which is New Year's Day. Um, I don't mind that we're starting 2018, but I have this funny feeling that it's going to be wild, wild and crazy, because whenever a holiday comes up, everybody's all excited. I mean, that's okay, but what about the ones that have autism? Can they handle all the excitement? That's the other thing. Well, I'm going to say I can't handle all of that. That's too much for me to handle. So I basically put that in reverse, and I do things that are calming, things that are going to calm me down during those times when it's exciting. But on the other quote, you do everything best in your capabilities to try and block it out, but I find it very, very difficult for me to handle, and I did experience that today. So I have a feeling that this week is not going to be the best of both worlds, and I don't think I'm going to be a happy person. We'll just have to see how tomorrow goes, because I'm debating if I should go out tomorrow or whatever the case may be. So I've only got a couple more minutes that I want to add a couple of things, and this is going to be today's blog. Hopefully by tomorrow or whatever, things will be better and I'll be able to say more stuff. But one thing that I did not do today was absolutely today, I did not want to communicate with anybody today. So I would say communication today was very, 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 very poor, because I was blocking everything else out that was going on, but at the same time, I was in sensory overload, and I just want to get out of there. It means that I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't want nothing to do with the excitement. Now, if I was at home, then it's quiet. That I can handle, but the wildness, the craziness, all that kind of stuff, and being in crowds, absolutely not. That is not happening anymore. Um, I don't know what it is, but I can't handle it. I could not handle New Year's Day, so I wonder if I'm going to be able to handle tomorrow. That will be determined, and I'll let you know. Probably will be automatically doing a blog and letting you know how tomorrow goes. And I believe I will be doing a blog tomorrow indefinitely, because on Tuesdays are usually the days that I do blogs anyway. So I will be updating you and letting you know how tomorrow goes. Now, tomorrow I go bowling, and I try to get there, uh, early enough where there's not, where it's completely quiet, where there's not a lot of people. I try to bowl like 3 games at least, but if it starts to get crazy and the place gets all filled up with people, I just automatically stop. It's just an automatic where the activity will stop and it's time to go and leave. It is what it comes down to. We'll have to wait and see how tomorrow goes. So hopefully I'll be able to go bowling and all this kind of stuff. But and we're dealing with winter, so that's another thing that is another issue. It's very relaxing and calming, but all at the same time, it's the excitement that at a very extreme level I cannot handle anymore. Because I haven't been feeling good the last 2 days. Today I haven't been feeling good, and I wasn't feeling good yesterday. That is just due to all of the excitement and everything else going on, and that was due to New Year's Eve, and then today was actually the wildest of the two, but today was the extreme wildness day of New Year's Day. That was the most extreme that I could not handle. So very, very overwhelmed about today, and I'm glad that I'm home now, and I don't have to deal with any of that stuff because I don't want nothing to do with it now that I'm at home where it's quiet and all this other stuff. I love it. I love the peace. I love it when it's peaceful and it's quiet. So we'll leave it at that. We'll just see how this week goes and go from there. But I'm going to say it's going to take a while before everything starts to set in and everything's back on routine. So I think this week everything may be off routine. I will not know until this week starts, which will be tomorrow when I start my new adventure of my autism world. We shall see what happens outside the box and see how is this week going to go. Is it going to be a good week or is it going to be a bad week? Is it going to be too much or a little? It all depends. I don't know until I actually see the action in time wise. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow to make it short. So come back and join me tomorrow for another episode of Eric's Autism World, and follow me on my adventure all this week, and we'll just see what happens. So tomorrow is another day. We'll see how tomorrow's adventure goes, because tomorrow's bowling day. So I'm very excited about that. I try not to get too excited about it, but I am excited about it because I love bowling. So I always look forward to doing that on Tuesdays and blogging. I love making my videos. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I might make one video, it might be a couple. It depends on the day and how I feel. So I will see everybody tomorrow in the next blog. So come back and join me again tomorrow for Tuesday's blog. And then I should have a set schedule of what days I'm going to do the blogs on my autism channel. And I'll let you guys know tomorrow for sure. Thank you so much for joining me on Eric's Autism World. Everybody have a nice night. And this is Eric Tallman. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And one other thing I forgot to say is that if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I will respond to all of your questions that you may have concerns about certain events, holidays, that kind of thing. If you want to ask any questions related to autism, please let me know, and I'll do the best of my ability to answer those questions for you. I'm definitely going to try to. But if it does get to be overwhelming for me, I'll let you know in the next vlog. But we'll see you guys tomorrow once again. Thank you for joining me for this vlog, and everyone have a nice night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.